Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm playing with the Serenity palette from Cosmic Brushes or Cosmic Beauty. I did this eyeshadow look, which I think is so pretty. And it's a really quick video. My kids were waking up. I want to talk about the palette and play with some eyeshadow. So if you want to see that, then stick around. I basically want to play with this color. And that's it, actually. So I think I'm just going to pair it with other purples. I'm probably going to go more monochromatic than I usually do. Although now I'm being drawn to this limey green matte as well. We'll see. I think today's video is going to be quite quick because I hear my children starting to wake up and currently they're playing happily, but I'm not sure how long that will last. So let's just go and see where it takes us. I already primed my eyes with the Glamlight Icing Primer. Everything I'm using is in the description box per usual. This is a Singe E05 brush into the shade Make a Wish. And what I want to do is a gradient of the purple mattes. There are two that are similar in tone. Here's Make a Wish, and it's more of a lavender. And then now this is Awake, and Awake is a periwinkle. So I'll just put that right next to Make a Wish. Honestly, these tones are light enough that I'm not too concerned with buffing them away. They're almost pastel. I won't say they're really pastel, but they're very light. And now we'll go into Pixie. And Pixie might not be quite as dark as I want, so let's just start there. Have you guys used this palette lately? I did actually use it kind of recently. Not super recently, but recently enough, I think, if I can remember correctly. But have you used it recently? Do you have this palette? Do you have anything from Cosmic Beauty or Cosmic Brushes? I've got everything except the Royal, no, not everything. I don't have Royal Rose, I don't have Gothic, but I do have Serenity, Muse, and then somebody recently gave me the Winter Wonderland palette, which I thought about pairing with today's look, but then I decided not to. That palette's really pretty though. It's blues and purples, and you really cannot go wrong with a blue and purple combination. If you've got multiple palettes from this brand, which one is your favorite? Honestly, the Royal Rose never really interested me. It's just too pink. I don't use pink that much. And I think that Serenity is what really launched the brand, really got people's attention because the packaging, the price point, the quality, the color story, all perfect. And I don't get that impression with Royal Rose. I don't know anything about the packaging, but the color story alone was just not very stimulating to me. And I think, I mean, I've seen beautiful looks with it. It's just not one that ever drew me in. Let's deepen this. I'm gonna go right into black. I got a smaller and tighter blending brush, but the black shade here is called Mystical. I'm going into black because I don't want to bring in blue or green, and the other really deep shades in this palette are blue or green. So I'm glad that there is a black as an option without bringing in another color. All right, I'm back into Make a Wish because it's a lighter tone of purple, and I'm using that to just soften this outer corner area. Are you guys getting weird shadows? The sun is rising in the window that's right here, so it's casting light in odd ways, and it's all very yellow. And it was all yellow. Not ideal. But you do what you gotta do. So the center shade is getting quite lost. I think I might bring that onto the lower lash line just to pull it back into the look. It's getting buried in the purples, which is not a surprise. All right, I am short on time. The sun is rising, the babies are waking up, and I would like to get this done before my toddler comes downstairs and starts walking in front of my camera. So flat brush into Ether. I never am striving for perfection. It's just a matter of it being good enough. Like, I am content to go through my day looking like this. And it doesn't happen too often that I dislike a look so intensely that I'll just go wash it off. That almost never happens. But I certainly have my favorites. let's take Opal, which is of course the beautiful multi-chrome on the palette. By the way, I did spray ether. I'm going to put Opal right here, and this is going to lead me directly into my inner corner highlight, because the Opal is a white, pink, green iridescent. So my inner corner highlight is that green matte that I mentioned earlier. But first I'm going to take Awake, bringing in that periwinkle tone. And then the same brush into Sorbet, which is the lime green matte, and I'll put that, ooh, yes, put that right here. There we go. New level unlocked. It's all so much more interesting now. It was pretty, it was so pretty. But now it's pretty and interesting, which is something I love in my eye looks. And I can really spice them up with an unexpected pop of color. And the inner corner is a wonderful place to put that pop of color, because it's somehow disconnected from the rest of the look, and yet it can also work to tie it all together. I'm not sure. It's very interesting. I guess it's because the rest of the look actually has the eye breaking it up from anything else, but the inner corner is where things converge. So you can have an inner corner highlight that's really different. It draws people in, and it also, it's like the missing puzzle piece. Whether it works with the look or it's a bright standout color away from the look, it still works. I don't know, but that's really pretty. That is really, really pretty. And I think that's it, honestly. I was thinking of grabbing this dark blue purple shimmer called Twilight and putting that right here, but I don't think I will. I think this is fine. I will find something for my waterline, go off camera, finish up the other side, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, I didn't put anything in my waterline because I didn't remember to until after I had already started applying mascara, and that always makes things smudge. So I just left the waterline alone. I did do a tiny little dot of graphic liner. This is the Split It Painter's Paradise palette from Artitude, also linked below. I thought that I would do initially just an inner corner wing, and I was trying to choose the color. I ended up going with yellow, but the yellow is very, very light. So instead of having like a clearly defined little flick down here, I really just got more of a dot. It also has to do with my tool. My paintbrush is a little bit splayed out, you know, it's not precise. So that's okay. It ended up being just a little dot that kind of highlighted that inner corner even more. I almost didn't even mention it because it seems basically imperceptible, but in the close-ups you might see that there's a little bit of extra neon that the palette cannot yield. And then on my face, I've got the Frosting Highlighter palette from Cosmic Brushes. I used this one here. This is the greenish one. I am wearing, as I said, some mascara, and that's it for my eyes. I've got the Milani Luminoso Blush 901. I love this peach. It's so pretty. And then on my lips, I have ColourPop lip oil in the shade Hey. And I think that's everything. And the babies are waking up. So let me close out this video. I know that I asked you what your favorite palette is from this brand. I think I would have to say Serenity. For myself, I really like all of them, but I haven't played with Wonderland enough, and it's also more duochromatic. Serenity has more options, and Muse is lovely, but it's a little bit quieter. And on the whole, I think it might just be my mood at the time, but right now I would say Serenity. And I love today's look. Actually, it's exactly what I wanted it to be. It's exactly what I was envisioning, except I made it better by putting that green in the inner corner. I wasn't planning on that, but I love the way that it turned out. So I would love to hear your thoughts. Of course, I always enjoy talking to you guys in the comments. Thank you so much for being here today and for giving me your time. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope you've enjoyed the look. Perhaps you'll consider liking and subscribing before you go if you want to see more content like this. I do tend to upload multiple videos every week, and I'll see you in my next one.